One of the tasks I was given as a new superintendent was to get out and learn about a community. And what I've learned about Malden is it is a community with a very deep sense of pride, deep sense of history. But it doesn't allow that pride or history to anchor it in the past. It's always looking to move forward. It's always looking to make it better for the residents, the students. And so to lead in such an environment is thrilling for me, because I feed off the energy that is in this community. It energizes me. I wake up every morning and I truly enjoy coming to work. Innovation schools, the focus on extended learning schools, meeting the needs of the students. Malden is a phenomenal city. I am thrilled to be here as your superintendent. Your ability to not only cherish the past but look to the future is what makes you special. And I thank all of you. And at this time, I'd like to turn it over to our mayor, Gary Christensen. Thank you.
Well, I would like to welcome Governor Patrick to the Linden School and the city of Malden, which is now home to the second most diverse population in all of Massachusetts. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the governor for his leadership in offering solutions in today's political climate. While everyone else is talking about the issues, Governor Patrick is one of the few leaders proposing different ideas to solve our problems. Today is further proof of Governor Patrick's commitment to a new way of thinking with the introduction of innovation schools. And on behalf of the city of Malden, I am honored that the governor would choose our community for this unique concept, and we will work hard to make you proud of our selection. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, for the warm welcome and for your leadership to you and the superintendent and all the faculty and students here at the Linden School, to the members of the school committee and the city council who were here, to Secretary Revel and Commissioner Chester and Senator, thank you for joining as well today. In every school I've ever been in, either to teach a class or to visit, people sit as far away from the teacher as possible. And apparently the Linden School is no exception to that. But I want to start by thanking you, Principal Bransfield, for your extraordinary leadership and for the warm welcome that you and the students and faculty and all of your team have given us here at the Linden School today. Education, as I think you all know, is our calling card all around the world. It's what Massachusetts is best known for. Our students lead the nation in overall achievement and the world in math and science. We've achieved this enviable status because of hardworking students and teachers and leaders, dedicated parents, policymakers at all levels of our system, from school committees to the various boards of education to our partners in the legislature. And in spite of all of our successes, maybe most especially because of it, we have to deal with a persistent achievement gap, which has been with us for a long time. And stuck in that gap are poor children, children with special needs, children who speak English as a second language, the children on whose preparation and optimism our future economy and quality of life depends. Some of what we have done in the past isn't working well enough right now and won't work at all in the future. We need to innovate in order to better educate. That's why we enacted the Achievement Gap Act, to support and encourage the imagination and creativity of great teachers, principals, parent groups, and business partners to reach the kids we're leaving behind. Being first in the nation is very, very good, but being first in the world is where we're headed. The Innovation Schools model will help us get there. These in-district laboratories enabled by the Achievement Gap Act use a whole range of creative and inventive strategies, increasing student achievement and reducing achievement gaps, while allowing local community members flexibility in solving their own local challenges, meeting the children where they are. The levels of enthusiasm and forward thinking in innovation schools across the Commonwealth is impressive. The Marguerite E. Small Innovation School on Cape Cod has implemented an enrichment block to lengthen the student's academic day. The Roger Clapp Innovation School in Boston has created a springboard program to help prepare students for the start of the next school year. And students at the Paul Revere Innovation School, our Commonwealth's first innovation school, outperformed the state's average MCAS on 6 out of 7 tests, thanks to a renewed focus on improving instruction in literacy and mathematics. Innovation schools work. Today, I'm proud to announce that 29 additional schools across our state will receive grants totaling over $280,000 to support their own planning activities toward becoming innovation schools. 9 of these schools are in gateway cities, just like Malden, where the need to close the achievement gap is especially pressing. The Linden School has earned one of these grants, and we congratulate you. You will receive $10,000 to help in your planning for the new STEAM focus, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, recognizing that all of those subjects connect to each other, and they are about, and we must be about, addressing the whole child. No one school or government agency can do this alone. Working together across the public and private sectors is how we will close the achievement gaps here in our Commonwealth. In that spirit, I want to recognize all of the partners for joining our efforts. The Broad Institute, WDECO, am I saying it right? Yes. WDECO Children's Services, Bay State Reading Initiative, Laying the Foundation, local artists like Jody Colella. Where are you, Jody? Thank you, Jody. And the Partnership for Community Schools in Malden. And I know I have mentioned only a few of you. We thank all of the partners who have come together here at the Linden School. Special thanks to the teachers for participating in this undertaking and for your commitment to trying new things, whatever it takes to reach every child. I think we don't thank you enough or loudly enough. And so much of the discussion nationally about education reform makes it sound like teachers are the problem. You are not the problem. Poverty is the problem. And I want to thank you for your dedication, for your sacrifice, for loving the children the way you do, and letting that come through in the spirit of how you teach. I want to thank also the community and parents for supporting this school as it considers bold, innovative changes to better serve our students. And I look forward to what's in store here at the Linden School and in innovation schools all around the Commonwealth. Congratulations to you, and let me bring forward now the Secretary of Education, Paul Revel. Secretary.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Governor, and thank you again, everyone in the Linden School and the Malden Public Schools for welcoming us so warmly today. We're thrilled to be here. The Innovation School movement, which was part of the Achievement Gap Act of 2010, has really taken off at an unprecedented level, and today's announcement represents just how far we've gone. We now have nearly 50 schools who are either active, functioning innovation schools in the pipeline or in a planning process, and this a scant 2 years from when the act was signed just 2 years ago on Martin Luther King Day in Boston. The whole purpose of innovation schools was to broaden the work of educating all students to a high level, this very ambitious ideal that we had in 1993. We've made tremendous progress, as the governor said, but doing well isn't good enough. We have these persistent gaps. And in the Innovation School Initiative, we're turning to you as educators, to teachers, to educational leaders, to partners who are educators inside and outside of schools to say, this job is bigger than schools alone can do. We need as a community to come together and work on it. We need for the profession to take back the work and to guide the work to the needs of the specific students that you serve in your building as you know best how to serve. And so we're giving this responsibility back to the field, holding you accountable for performance, but very hopeful in terms of what you're going to accomplish. We love the fact that you focus on STEM because these STEM professions are the future of our Commonwealth's economy. We love the fact that you've included arts in the equation because it's so critical to the well-rounded citizens and leaders of our society that we want in the future. We love the fact that teachers have been central to this. and the fact that you've included so many partners in this work. So what you're doing here in the Linden School is emblematic, I think, of the governor's hopes, of the legislature's hopes, certainly of my hopes, in terms of what the Innovation School Initiative was to be all about. It's only through this kind of hybrid delivery system in education that we will meet 21st century challenges. We need a 21st century school system, not one inherited from the last century, but a new system, and you're helping us to design that system, to do the R&D work, to have a delivery system in education that's every bit as robust, every bit as ambitious as our standards, as our aspirations, that we want all children to learn at high levels, and all means all. So thank you for your work. Thank you for your daily contributions, and it's my honor to introduce to you the Commissioner of Education, Mitchell Chester.
Thank you. I just want to say probably two brief things. One is, and I hope no one repeats this outside of the room, but this is my favorite school district in the Commonwealth. I want you to know that. And it has nothing to do with the fact that our offices are here in Malden, nothing at all to do with that. But I have just come to appreciate the leadership and the great educators in this district. The president of the Teachers Union is with us, Dana Brown, high school principal. We've got the superintendent on stage. And this is a community, as the mayor noted, that is clearly one of the most diverse in the Commonwealth, economically, racially, ethnically. But it's a community that has made a commitment to educating all of its students well and to not being satisfied with educating most of them well. So I am absolutely appreciative of that attitude, that disposition, that effort, and the leadership that's provided in that regard. To the governor and to legislators who are with us, Senator Clark, the Achievement Gap Act provides an astonishing, very powerful set of tools for us to take on this agenda of making sure that all students are educated well. You've heard about the Innovation Schools work today. We are moving very aggressively in the K-12 sector to take advantage of the range of tools, Innovation Schools included, that we have through this legislation to move the needle on student achievement and particularly move the needle on those students who are furthest behind. And that work, that investment by the legislature is absolutely paying off in the Commonwealth. Hardly a week goes by where we don't have another indication of the success of our educators. Last week we announced that our graduation rate has reached the highest level ever. More students, a greater proportion of our students graduate on time or within 5 years than we have ever seen in the Commonwealth. And our dropout rate for the third year in a row is under 3%. This is the first time in more than 2 decades that we've tracked this, where it's under 3%. And it's at the lowest level that we've seen in more than 2 decades. So my hat is off to the leadership here in Malden, the leadership across the state, the educators who are delivering education and looking for opportunities to move the needle where the needle isn't moving as quickly as it should, particularly for those students who are not as well served, who are not enjoying the fruits of the system. We're making a difference here with all of this effort. It's my pleasure to bring up to the podium Senator Catherine Clark.
Thank you. It is, I have many good days on my job, but few beat this. It is such a privilege to be able to represent Malden and to work for the children in Malden and Malden Public Schools, and to have such great partners. In the mayor's office, we have unbelievable representation from the school committee, from the city council, and then I have all these other great partners with the superintendent, with the teachers union, and then with all of the members of the state behind us, with the secretary and the commissioner of education. And when it comes together, and we get to recognize the work that is going on in Malden. It's a thrilling day, and it's an exciting day for education. But I get to come for the good part, announcing that we're getting money, but Principal Bransfield and Superintendent and the teachers and staff and the artists and the reading specialists and the music therapists that are all here today, you are what made it happen, and you're what make it happen for the children of Malden and the Commonwealth every single day. And I don't know if you noticed, Governor, because the governor was very busy reading Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus to the kindergarten class, but at one point the pigeon said something about a dream. And there was a little boy in the back row wearing a blue plaid shirt with an awesome faux hawk, and he said, everybody has a dream. And that's exactly why we're here. And we're dreaming big for the children of the Linden School and for the children of the Commonwealth. And I just thank all of you for your role in getting us here today. And I can't wait to see the wonderful things that are going to happen with this seed money in bringing innovation and the focus on STEM and STEAM to the Malden Public Schools. Thank you.
So in closing, I'd just like to kind of echo everyone's remarks when it comes to cooperation and support. As I stand here watching some of my teachers filter in to the auditorium, and then all the outreach that we have within the city, Malden truly is a great place. And as a principal that has only been here a short amount of time, doing this without help would be next to impossible. So I want to thank everybody once again. And at this point, I think the governor and probably everybody here on stage is willing to take some questions and give you some answers, hopefully.
All right.
Thank you.
Perfect. Great.
Go to work.
Great job. All right. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Nice job. Thanks again, all right? Thank you.